Damn, please. Josiah. Josiah, open the goddamn door. Josiah, open the fucking door. Please. Open the door. Damn it, Josiah. Please. Damn it, open the door. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in, please. Damn it, Josiah. Josiah! All right, Mr. Harvey, for my safety and your safety, due to the Yuck County Police Department procedures, I'm going to record this interrogation for my safety and your safety alone. Do you understand these terms?
Yes, sir.
All right, so please, before we get started, please state your date of birth and your name for me, sir.
My name is Josiah Harvey. I was born October 21st, 1967.
All right, thank you. And what's today's date?
April 13th, 1989.
All right. So we're going to get this straight off the bat. I'm interrogating you and questioning you for the possible murder of Jennifer Goodman, and you are one out of 4 primary suspects for the murder of Jennifer Goodman. And of course, I'm going to ask you a few questions and all that stuff and whatnot.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to start off. Where were you April 7th of 1989?
Me was home smoking.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Minding my business.
Right. Okay. And have you had any contact with Mr. Goodman at all within that time range?
No, sir.
Okay. With Mr. Goodman, of course, he's grieving from the loss of his wife and doesn't really know how to come forth with his daughter about any of it and whatnot. And of course, you're his cousin, his pretty close relative. And has there been any instances of maybe signs that the relationship has been going downhill, or any signs of aggression or anything between the both of them?
I try my best to, stay out of other people's relationships because it's not really my concern or any of my problems. But from what I can see, and from what I did see, Mark, he did show sometimes a bit of an aggressive side of him, and his wife, on the other hand, she was more concerning and suspicious about the little mood swings of the aggressiveness.
Okay. So, have you heard of the fact that Mr. Goodman has been cheating on his wife?
Like I said, I try my best to stay out of relationships that are not mine.
Okay. All right. So, do you have any kind of relationship? Well, of course, he's your cousin. Mr. Goodman's your cousin. Everything. You have any kind of friendly or any type of relationship or friendship, whatever, with Miss Goodman at all?
I wouldn't say relationship. She was more, she's somewhat family now. Now that she's married to my cousin, there wasn't no bad blood between any of us. From my perspective, I didn't think it was any bad blood.
Okay. What about their daughter, Amy Goodman?
She's a sweetheart. And I feel bad that that she has to go through this.
By my knowledge and Mr. Goodman's knowledge, she has not been notified of her mother's death, and at some point we're going to have to tell her if it's not going to be
in the nicest way possible, please, for me and her sake.
Of course, we questioned her and everything, but we haven't really came up with a plan on how to approach her about that her mother may never come back home. course, because she works with her mother and everything at the bakery downtown and everything like that, and it's kind of hard to come forth to her about any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the child's only 15.
Yeah, no child should have to go through that, man.
Especially like that. And the fact that the autopsy reports, of course, came in like a day or two before this interrogation, and I actually have them right here. And of course, like I said, blunt force trauma. The only thing that was there was her. A few of her limbs were cut off. She was decapitated. Due to blood force trauma, decapitation was
My goodness.
after the blood force trauma. Three stab wounds to the head before the blunt force trauma.
Who would do such a thing?
I don't know, and that's what we're trying to figure out.
This is a massacre.
Massacre, exactly. 15 stab wounds to the chest, and I didn't get to finish because Mr. Goodman didn't want to hear all of that, and due to also tampering with a dead corpse.
I don't think I want to know any more. No more further detail, please.
Okay. It's best that you don't know the rest.
I appreciate it.
So, of course, like I said, tell me more about Mr. Goodman's aggressiveness and anything. Have you been in a situation where you kind of got to see it firsthand?
When we were, I want to say like 15, 14, I would notice that, we get mad, about the smallest things, like basketball or, video games or anything, but it wouldn't be, minor aggression. Like, it would be, like, he's somewhat furious, like, physical aggression, and it wasn't, I didn't think it would, be bad, that bad, but I knew that it would, or could develop into a bigger problem if he didn't get this, managed or under control.
Okay. Have you experienced any physical altercations with him due to his aggressiveness?
Yeah, only once. That's, that's just cousins. We got over it, though.
Okay. Have you seen any aggression that Mr. Goodman has done to his wife, Ms. Goodman, at all?
From what I can say, only arguments.
Arguments, okay. Tell me more about the argument.
More of
arguments.
I would say more, just loudness and cuss words and stuff like that. But I don't like loudness. I try my best to, say, even with my parents, when they used to argue when I was a kid, I would try my best to leave.
Okay, so.
But from what I can say, yeah, it was just more cuss words or just loudness.
Okay. All right. All right. So I don't have any further questions for you. Of course, I have my notes right here, and I'm going to talk to Chief in Command, and then we'll go from there. All right.
Thank you.
I'll be right back, sir.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Harvey, was it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So for now, you being discharged, you are free to go, and of course, we will contact you if you have any more questions or anything, and we can schedule another questioning or interrogation like that.
Okay, thank you.
All right. If you could step this way, sir. And I'll escort you to the front door.